Well, we will see. It did indeed have a lot of crimson. That's not the part of the name I am contesting. The Venus realm is hidden beneath Venus's ongoing storms. Okay. Oh, Tribo likes this realm? Alright. You know, to be fair, I think in general, there are a lot fewer bad type of realms these days going around. A lot of the newer ones tend to be at least decently. Warning, the air is too hot on this planet, so be careful using your boost. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna limit my boost. Unless that's just like movie lore thing being like, oh, in the show they couldn't just do their boost thing whenever. I don't know. We shall see. I'm just saying, seeing that message at the beginning gives me concerns. Oops. I was too distracted trying to get my cooldown via barrel roll to worry about dodging the obstacles. Might have even exploded from overheating anyways. I like the visuals so far, though. Okay, we do get little lightning markers. They're a little faint. Honestly, I would like the lightning points to be a little easier to see from a distance, but yeah, it might just be a warning about overheat. I mean, fair. It's just like when, as a long-term player, when I'm like, yes, that mechanic is extremely familiar to me. I am concerned that a level is telling me about it. I'm like, when a level tells me about it, it makes me feel like there's something more going on, which there might not be, and that's fine. It's just that plus realms always having history of weirdness with boosts. So I'm like, uh-oh. Big loop. We got a nice big speed boost for it, so you know what? I'll accept it. Ooh, big speed boost again? Yeah. And wings. Oh, I saw an alternate path, probably, with the power up there. Yeah, I would say so far this realm is doing things right for what I consider making a realm into distance. It's letting us use distance mechanics. A little bit. Not a ton, but enough, I would say. Enough so far. The pacing's a little slow in some of these parts, and then we get like lightning death fields, but it's a little early for me to conclude on that. That's just my feeling right now. I'm like, huh. Feels like we have like ultra dangerous place and then a lot of like long spiral of not much happening. At least it looks neat. I mean, that's one thing realms have almost never had an issue in the visual department. I feel like this music might be too intense for what's actually happening on the track. I feel like it fits the visuals, it does not fit the gameplay too well. I feel like this music makes me feel like I should be under a lot more threat regularly, where honestly there's not very much in this level. There's a few sections that feel like, yeah, okay, I feel this. Mainly the dodge the lightning storms, but it's like the regular driving is like, yeah, this is a road. I am driving it. Yes, things are supposed to be hot and threatening, but you know, the road is kind of not. Alright, I'm gonna drive the regular road this time. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, I was not expecting to suddenly actually need grip flight or air control of some degree. I mean, I guess I could jump, but it wasn't clear that we were losing ground and needed to jump to make that either. Yeah, easy to make when you see it. Just could use a little warning that, hey, you're coming up on just a drop off here. It's not a big issue. It's just with how, you know, regular driving the rest of the track, or the vast majority of the track has been, I was just not prepared for that. Okay, I see lightning zones, it looks like. Yep. I find just these looming storm clouds over these kind of funny. But I also kind of like them visually. I'm like, yeah, that's neat. What am I supposed to be doing here? I hope that, okay. There's actual road up here. I'm like, does the track actually go this way? Car detective activating something that I couldn't read because it was a little blurry from the speed. I don't feel like I can quite say, yeah, I would recommend this as a fun track. It feel like the pacing was a little off and stuff, but actually, hold on. How long have I been going? Yeah, I'll give it one more playthrough. I'll try and hit some of the alternate routes, see how I like them. I feel like this is just on the border. Like, it is one of the better realms, but it's still like, it's got a little too much downtime just driving along pretty regular roads and stuff where it's like, there are times where I was feeling a little bored of it, where I'm like, that's not great. I can't say that makes it one of my something I would say, oh yeah, that's a good track, everyone should go play it. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I won't say don't play it, but I don't feel like it's quite there, but maybe the alternate routes will change my mind. Because, you know, if the downtime stuff is all just, hey, this is the easy, boring route, take it if you want things to, you want to just get through it. I still don't think having too much downtime is necessarily good in that regard anyways, but it's more acceptable. Intro is skippable as well. I feel like I did read that in one of the full descriptions of the track, but it wasn't showing up on the in-game description, so if this was the track that does that, I did miss that. Which is a nice feature, so, you know, definitely props for that, but that would not currently bump up my impression of the main route to actually fully good. And here we go. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. That's kind of cool, but very easy to mess up. Alright, let's just go ahead and skip this loop. I could probably find a way to take the turbo speed booster through here, but I feel like I'm more likely to kill myself doing that than actually get through this, so I'm not worrying about getting a perfect time. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, yes, secret alternate routes shouldn't always be easy, but the fact that this one's so difficult to see and actually line up for in just empty space, like, it's different if it's, hey, you're lining up to something or crashing into a wall and exploding. I personally feel is different than just driving off into oblivion because you didn't find the one little freaking roadway at the right angle. So I am not fond of how this track is, alternate route is set up here, but we'll see what the actual route is like once I finally manage to get onto it. Okay, I'm just gonna slow down so I can actually hit this, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, this is a little iffy with how little you can see it and how little room you have to stay on that. I do like being up here. Oh, we get a boost thing? Oh, actually, no, I like that. I was like, oh no, I missed the track, but no, it actually lined me up for basically a skip. Nice. I appreciate that. I think that's good design. I think that's a nicely designed little skip sequence. Oh, now we get one of the duller parts, but you know what? Maybe a chance to catch your breath after all that tight maneuvering there. It wasn't that bad, but it was just kind of like, I'm still like, after making that, you know what? I'll take easy till the next checkpoint at least. I'm like, I don't actually want to have to get onto that thing again. Alright, I see something down below. I'm like, I could easily jump off the trap and skip it, but I think I see a power-up alternate route card thingy-majig, so I'm going to stay on the road so I can actually try and hit it. What's that? the end of the track or is that the beginning? What is that down there? Huh. Okay, let me not do that. I was just like, I see something off in the distance. I must investigate. That's a word. Almost seems like that might come out the side. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's supposed to come off. This looks like, yeah. I'm not sure if that was the intended way to get here, but it's definitely a way to get here. All right, you know what? And I appreciate getting the navigation arrow saying, hey, look, you gotta navigate over to the track. It's a little on the nose and video gamey, but you know what? It works, which is good. Ooh, okay. I was not expecting that, but I appreciate that I didn't miss it and just get murdered. Ah, shoot. Okay, and that's where this path comes in from. Oh, right. Do we have? No, we do not have unlimited thrust. That's right. Seat management is actually one of the themes of this track, so yeah. I was like, am I really just going to be able to fly over to this? The answer is no. That's actually a good thing in my book. Yep, and now we're at the ending little bit, so. Yeah, I actually really like the way some of the alternate routes are designed in this. Whee! That ending's kind of fun, too. Huh. I'm still really on the fence, because I'm like, there's a lot of... You know what? I feel like this is kind of like a low-end recommendation, but I'm like, you know what? There's cool stuff I like enough about this that I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, check it out. I do think this is one of the better ROMs. It's got issues, but it's got a lot of cool stuff going for it, too. But yeah. Breaking Point, 2 out of 4. I saw this one... You know what? Let me read the full description of it, because... I'm not quite sure what the breaking point 2 out of 4 is. Like, it sounds like it's part of a level set, but I don't recall seeing... Maybe I saw another part of this set a long time ago, but... I feel like I saw one, but I didn't see... Yeah, anyways, talking about Junk Realm... Oh yeah, I know it's a realm. Take no credit for this map or any of the assets used. This is a remaster of the map made by Alex, chosen for usage in the Distance Accelerators tournament. Okay. So it's kind of like an update done by a different author, specifically to set it up for a tournament thing. Neat. Yeah, that was going to be my guess, is that was the name of one of the movies, and this was like the second track in it, so it's either they're intending to make a set, or they're just saying, hey, this is part 2 of that sequence, which I think you should still probably put the realm name in the name of it, but It's like, it is what it is. Not exactly the worst thing ever. It's just, it's good to be clear with your naming conventions. It is not the worst offender ever, but it's still like, you could still, tell me what I'm in for. A little bit more than that. But we'll see, because I think the original... I've played other versions of Junk Realm. Does this have a skip? Does not seem to. Alrighty. And away we go. Uh-oh. How did I get turned around there? Yeah, I feel like most of the Junk Realms I've played were pretty decent, at least, so... I have decent expectations for this. Even if they didn't, like, uh-oh. Gosh darn it. That sucks. Like, even if they didn't really touch up the actual gameplay, you know what? I'll see what it looks like. I can still comment on, hey, this looks nicer than I remember and stuff, or they could have, like, it looked like they put, like, light railings on, like, lit up railings and stuff on things, so maybe it helps clarity issues. Oh, right, this was one of the tracks that was one of the menus I looked at. I recognized, like, the weirdly kind of shiny track in the headlights with the white lights, which kind of give it an interesting visual feel. I'm wondering why we don't have any background music, though. Uh-oh. I'm actually wondering if the inclusion of jump and we don't have wings, but do we have unlimited boost? Honestly, that might have been a thing in the original map because I think I remember one of the junk realms having that too. I don't remember if you could jump in it though. I'm wondering if the inclusion of some of the jump and maneuvering thrusters is what's happening? Yes, but oh, okay. It's actually taking me somewhere. I'm like, is this a preview showing what happens if you go under one of these or no? Okay. Oh, it's gonna drop me in the middle of nothing, but I can actually recover quite easily. So you know what? Fair enough. The track is easily visible from there, so I'll think that's fine, I suppose. I really wish we had some kind of music, and I just botched that horribly. Okay, not everything has collision here. Good to know. Alright, let's get back onto the track, shall we? Yeah, I feel like they should... I mean, I guess if the original track had unlimited thrust and there are no cooldown points, that would have honestly been a lot of work to place them appropriately, but I'm still like, that's still a pretty major drawback in the track design to me. Also, it really just needs some kind of music or ambience or something. Driving this in silence is like, really not doing it for me. Big evil drone dude's truck thingy-majig caught by the magnet. Other destroyed stuff, making it a little hard to navigate this maze of roadways when I'm trying to parse through the visual clutter on the road as well. Yeah, this is okay, but honestly, like... oops. Oh, what the... Oh, was that the... Is this the magnet trying to pick me up? Hey, stop it. No, I'm not under you anymore. Stop it. Really? Fine. This is my life now. Are you happy? Oh, is that what happens if I fall off the track, maybe? No? Well, let me try to not fall off the track this time, first of all. Okay, yeah, I did feel it kind of pulling on me a bit there. Yeah, it's like... I know, in a way, you could almost say, hey, this is appropriate, but it's like this track feels so dead and lifeless without any extra music or sound, but not in, like, the thematically cool way. Where it's like, yes, this is a vast, like, wasteland of junk and ruined things, but it's like... Just because thematically that's supposed to suck does not mean the playing experience should make me feel like it sucks. Cool fire-breathing dragon statue. Also, yes, spaghetti track. Very much so. I do like the scrap dinosaur statues. They're fun. Again, it's just like... You're supposed to watch the movie while you play for the soundtrack and... Oh, what the heck was that? I can just imagine being like, we timed the track to be exactly as long as the movie if you never crash. What is this? Oh, it's just orb. The orb! But I want to take it with me. It's shiny. It's the one thing here that doesn't suck. I want it. Yeah, the track design, like, there are parts of it I like, but it's just like, the actual experience of playing this track is not good. I don't like it. God, did we get sent massively far back? I think we did. Well, Time to weave the spaghetti. Specular orb. Indeed. I want to take it with me. God, we are super far back. To be fair, I skipped sections, so maybe I missed a checkpoint, but this could also just be one of those tracks that has horrible checkpointing as well. That's a thing that happens in some older realms, and if this was a remaster of what's said older... Oh, I actually saw the kill grid for a bit there. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about seeing where the... Okay, yeah, I can actually kind of see where to avoid the fire. I was really iffy on that before. I'm like, how far away from this do I actually need to be? That orb is also kind of mean that's totally stationary. Like, I mean, I guess it stands out well enough that it's like, you'll probably see it in advance, but it's also a small thing that you could just, like, get T-boned by and die. Actually, no, that's not the right term, but you know what I mean. You could just hit it and explode, and that would be, like, really not cool. These things are a little spooky. Though at least the junk stuff is actually lined up with, hey, we're kind of in the path of the spike ball, so if you dodge the junk, you're probably dodging the spike ball. It's not pushing you into it, so if you have bad timing, you're just screwed. You happen to be there at the wrong time. It's like, slow down, or you just die. Wrong way. Yeah, I know. Being here at all is going the wrong way. Alright. Oh. See, I don't have wings, but technically I do, because you gave me unlimited boost with maneuvering thrusters. So while you took my wings, you didn't actually stop me from flying. Yeah. Again, a lot of this looks cool, but it's just like, I'm not having fun on this track at all. Okay, maybe at all is a little bit harsh. Like, there's a little bit to be enjoyed here, but not enough. I'm not sure what they changed in the remaster. Like, it looks nice, but I'm like, nah. Needs work, for sure. Which, to be fair, that's, you know, it's a remake of an old one. My phone is vibrating. Just a moment. I'm actually using my phone as my camera, so apologies. I was like, I hear buzzing. What is that? Oh, hey, I actually got it back in place in the first try. Nice. Oops. Hold up. We back in? Okay. Yeah, someone's trying to get a hold of me, and I had to let them know that I'm not available right this moment. So yeah, what all do we have left? Maybe still a fair bit, because I remember counting quite a few tracks this week. We've actually gone through a good number, but ooh, yeah, dang, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I guess we'll... What is deck bus? Do I even want to know? Try to not idle around too long. Hot planet. The star is expanding. You must evacuate. Oh no! Alright, let's go. We got a nice sense of urgency from the music already. Not so much from the visuals just yet. Like, yeah, that's a pretty big star, but it doesn't really give me the impression it's getting closer just yet. We'll see if the level does something to convince me otherwise. That roller is oddly not quite round. Or not circular. It's wobbly. We'll say this doesn't feel quite as intense as the music would imply to me so far. Felt unnecessarily tight of a window to make for just flying to rings. Yeah, I don't know that the sun really looks particularly bigger. I guess it does. Honestly, that's can be a hard thing to pull off. I will say I don't think it did it, but I don't think it's necessarily not that they didn't try. It's just like that. It's hard to make, like, oh no, stars expanding and coming, run! Like, I mean, there was what, Neutron Star or Pulsar or something like that. That was a level that did that really, really well. So, you know, it's going to be hard to measure up to that bar when there's a map out there that does it amazingly. But the thumbs down. I don't know. No, it's got to be neutral. It's not a bad track, but it just felt like it was lacking. Like, I feel like saying disappointing was a little harsh, but I guess from the hype of the music and the description, I was expecting more. Well, let's see, Restored Gastown, which I think I know what this is thematically. We'll see if it's any good, because, yeah. Another 3 plant, you will go from another portal. You will go to the Forbidden D1 sector. So yeah, this was part of like a series where it's like the virus took over a city or something and then we got rid of it. And now we're going back through restored stuff, which is neat, but I'm curious if but so far, most of these levels, I felt that the gameplay has not been where it needs to be. Because, like, I have no abilities right now. Well, I have boost, but, you know, it's like, that's like less than no abilities in distance if you don't even have boost enabled. Unless, you know, it's the no boost wins nonsense challenges. But, yeah, but, like, these levels have been... Like, we've already been through levels where it's like, you have everything. You're dodging death traps. You're doing crazy shit. And then to go back to this as, like, a progression in a level series, I'm like... It feels backwards and wrong and not very good. I mean, we're getting some nice props. I like that cool giant helicopter thing. We had the big gas turbines. Some neat looking buildings. Everything's all, you know, friendly, green, operating in good working order looking and feeling, so sure. It's like thematically the visuals work. It's just, again, gameplay is like, so what am I doing here? Why am I driving through this? Is there something cool for me to do or see here? A little bit, but not enough. It doesn't feel like celebratory or, hey, let us give you a tour of how things are. I mean, I guess you are kind of getting a tour, but it's not like... it's like there isn't the theming stuff that would really feel like part of a series where it's like to justify going back to all this. I mean, I suppose if the main point was just to practice their, like, environment building and stuff, sure, good job. It's just like, I don't like it as a track. I don't really have any issue with the visuals, though. Oh, and now something's happening. Cool. Again, they're doing some okay stuff thematically, setting things up for the level series, I guess, but it's like... Oh. Or kicks back again. See, it really doesn't help that these levels don't seem to have been released in order, or like the sequence is not complete. So I'm like, I don't actually know where this is. Like, Restored Gastown to me implies it was after you did everything and saved everything. But I'm like, was it actually? I don't know. This is still like, this level doesn't feel like it needed to be actual level or nearly as long, or it's like, it needs more going on in it. It really does. Like, coming from the perspective where I'm assuming this is after some of the levels where we actually have and plus general, like, if you're gonna do a level where it's like, you have no wings, no maneuvering, no jump, it's like, you gotta give me something to work with on the track, and it was just driving around pretty easy turns. So yeah, I would agree. Not very exciting levels. Okay.